morning, everyone. It's Rachel here with Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, sorry. And we are going to finish off the Santa. So what I did was, I've got one more left here to do, so I'll do that on camera so you can see, is I decided to highlight some of the pine leaves in the image. My image is quite dark, this one. But I was sitting here and I was working on this journal, and hello, I realized it's the same Santa, and they've, this is a scrapbooking paper, and they've changed the colors of the Santa. And so I could then see better what it was. So yeah, I decided to highlight some of these pine leaves there. So, oh, one other thing. I was chatting to Mum. She wants another book cover, and I realised that, and I was telling her, this was one I had prepared for Mum. It's the same book as my other one. That's cracked, all broken down there, and I've already glued in some fabric in this one, so I just switched it. So I thought I was very excited about that, because my one, like, you can peekaboo through the spine, it's totally cracked. Anyway, so I might zoom you in. Now let me just put my mat. I need to have my mat up here so I know that I have to stay in that area. Otherwise you won't be able to see what I'm doing. I'm using this very unfriendly metallic thread. I might have enough here threaded. So I did 2 colors of green, and I didn't like try to go over all of the pine leaves, but I just did an amount, and I just do these random stitches shooting out from either side. You could do a fly stitch, but I felt like that would be too regular. I would make it too regular, so I wanted it to be a little bit more. So I'm sort of coming down below the last stitch. So just putting them in. I'm not putting them in too close, because I am going to do a little bit here and there with another color, and I might come back just so I save on thread there, and then come back and put one in shooting up on the other side. So just working my way down on either side. All the things are getting in my way, excuse me. This is a bit of a longer branch, this one, than some of the others, but I think I may just have enough thread. I don't want to have to rethread it because it's very unfriendly. Oh, I know I'm just going to run out. I'd like to do 2 more stitches, one on that side. So look at the frayiness of it. Oh, it appears to be stuck there. Let's see how I go. 1. Okay, just one more. I can put another color there. I'm not going to mess about with it. I'm going to push my luck with the thread. So super easy. Just make it up as you go. And then I was using this darker green. This is not going to be long enough. I didn't want to have to cut another one. Oh, that's not going to be long enough. Don't even go there. 520, if that's still its number, because DMC occasionally, periodically I should say, discontinue their threads and then come out with a different shade color lot. I guess because the color lot can vary just very slightly, and so then they just change it. They substitute it, sometimes with a new number. So I'm just using 3 strands. Just sort of, it reminded me a bit of the thickness of that metallic crochet thread. Honestly, if you can get it through your fabric, you can stitch with it. There's no, used to be rules, oh, you have to use this fabric, and I mean this thread and that thread for embroidery. Now we just use whatever we can to create our effects and texture. So I'm not going in between every single one. I'm going through between whichever ones I feel like, I guess. The ones where there's more space. So it's very subtle, like you can hardly see it because the background is quite dark. But I know it's there. I am gonna squeeze in between. No, I might put one up there. See, I'm not using a hoop, so I'm just using my fingers are holding my piece of fabric taut. Although there's so many layers, I really don't need to. It's not going to bunch up unless I pull really hard. Now some of this will be covered because I am going to, my next job is to put a border around. Oh my gosh, the light is reflecting off the house in front of me. Can you believe it? And then it's reflecting into my glasses, my seeing glasses, and it's making me not see so well. So it's kind of annoying. But I don't want to turn on my, I need to just sort of pull out my ring light, I think. And that would give an even light and make it light for me as well. I should do that. I'm a bit, it's just behind me. I just have to set it up. Okay, so let's put our thread away because I do end up with a whole lot of threads everywhere. And so I like to put them back on their thing. Okay. Right, so that's that. Now, I really, this is gorgeous. It's a linen rickrack and it's embroidered. I think it's machine embroidered. It's not hand embroidered. But I wanted to put that around my Santa. Do you know what? Wouldn't you know? I don't have enough. I've had this for years. I finally found a spot for it and I don't have enough. It doesn't go all the way around. So it might go all the way around if I didn't turn the corners like that. How much would I earn? A few millimeter, and I would have a little bit there. I know it's going to be covered by my belly band. I need that much for here because my belly band is going to go here. And that is going to hang over. But then I wouldn't have any down there, you see. So I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to use this one. I think, where did I buy? I don't know where I bought this one. I'm just going to cut those scrappy bits off. I'm going to use this one. I think, yes, I am going to use, I love the other one more, but I can't use it. I have to be realistic because I don't have enough. And I just want to see, do I have my red threads out? No, just a sec. I'm thinking I might like to use a red wool. I'm going to go in between the flowers to stitch it down. I don't know why, that's just what I feel like. I don't want a thick wool though. I want one of my Appleton wools. I might use this one. I'll use that one. It's a bit of a different red, but it's okay. It'll do the job. So I need my threader. Because otherwise I won't be able to thread it. I don't want to, like ideally you would use a nice crewel needle, but I'm using these thin needles because it's a bit harder to thread. I'm using those because I found the other ones quite hard to pull through my fabric. Oh my goodness. But I am a bit of a ding dong. I'm sure you can't see. Oh no, I'm probably just on screen, although I did zoom in, didn't I? So you probably can't see. I've threaded my needle and I don't know why, but I just feel like I want to use this. Otherwise I could just use an invisible thread. I'm kind of going to couch this on. So I'm going to hold this here. Oh, look, see, it's already unraveling. Nasty thing. Aren't you nasty? Well, I'm just going to snip that there again. And before it unravels, I'm going to get cracking. You can see how quickly it unravels. I probably bought this at, don't ask me where I bought it. I've had it for years. And I probably bought it at a craft fair. Now, if I just put my stitch through there, that should be okay. I've actually gone physically through the trim. And you won't even be able to see it, like it will blend in. But as I always say, I'll know it's there and I'll be happy because I know it's there. No, actually I can just see it. You may not be able to see. I could have done green, but I felt like there's enough green happening. We need a bit of red. Oh, the light reflecting, honestly, I'm going to go on about it. It's just doing my head in. I'll probably finish the video with a headache. Now I'm going to have an issue here turning the corner because my flower's there. Oh no, I just do a curvy one, not a sharp one. There we go. So couching on the trim. It's one of the techniques we've learned. Actually, I could, if I went that way, if I just come up over here, I might save on my thread a little bit and not have to thread another one. I think I probably will. It's not ideal to use super long expanses of wool when embroidering because it's going to start to weaken. It can, you know, like sort of break after a while if you've used a really super long one because you don't want to have to thread it. You know, it's just the friction going up and down through the fabric. So they can, you know, become fragile and snap or, you know, become fluffy. Oh, look, see, start to tangle, although I'm not using a particularly long piece. It was actually, it's already the piece it's already cut. I think I cut one end of the hank. I don't know, I can't remember how I got that one, but it's already cut in lengths. Just going to move these out of the way. They're kind of irritating me. And you can see I'm not cutting my trim until I get to the end because then I don't waste any. I know exactly, I'm using exactly what I need without wastage. This one finished nicely on the edge there. Round we come. Perfect. So I need to, did I put a stitch there? No. Put a stitch in there. You can see how it comes together quickly if you apply a pretty trim. Good thing I didn't de-stash absolutely everything because I did de-stash quite a lot of, over the years I have de-stashed quite a lot of my trims because I wasn't using them. Let me just double check you can see, yes. So next week we have an extra Wednesday. I've messaged my sister. She must be playing hockey. She hasn't answered me or she's still at work. Whether or not we should do our new prompt next week. Anyway, whatever is decided, I will write it in the description box. And I'm sure Sarah, I don't think she's probably done her video yet. So depends how busy she is. So she may mention it. Now I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Who knows why? Oh, got through. Okay. See, the trials and tribulations of having a longer piece of thread. So honestly, I could have used any thread. You can hardly see it, but as I said, I know it's there. That one. And then I've got one more side to do. It's not too much to do on this. I've done most of it. We've done that leaf there. I just felt like it's sort of, and some of it's going to be covered by the belly band. Of course, I knew that, but I wanted it to, if anyone were to pull the belly band, they would be able to see underneath that I did actually stitch under there. Very pleased this pretty trim is being used, as I said before. I know I'm nearly going to make it, and then I know I'll have to get one little piece to get right to the end, I bet you. I know I'm sliding my mat around everywhere. It's actually kind of annoying. It's driving me mad. Stay still. Please let me make it. I'm not going to. Oh my goodness, I've got 2 more stitches to put in. I'm going to have to end that off and have a piece for 2 more stitches. Isn't that the way? But I won't be able to knot it if I persevere. I could have put 2 more stitches, but I would have had no knot. Okay, so I'm just going to grab I'm not going to take a full. See how they're double. This is, oh, these are the gum nut hand-dyed wools. They're Australian hand-dyed gum nut wools. That's what they are. Embroidery wools, and they're double in the hank. Or in the, what do you call it? Skein? No, I don't know. There we go, threaded it. The hank is the really big one. Okay, let's see here. Oh, yep, 2 more stitches. So 1 here. Oh my goodness, now I can't get, oh, because I'm going through the thing. Just a sec, I don't want to go through the thing. That's why I couldn't. It was too thick. The struggle is real. Okay, so I need to, maybe, will I go right round? Maybe I should have gone right round there. No, I don't like that. I'm going to cut off. I'm actually going to cut off a bit into this flower here and then stitch that down. I'm in shock. I am shooketh. This is a disaster. Look at this. Look at that. What a mess. Okay, I'm cutting that off because I don't have a choice. I'm going to go back down there. I'm going to, excuse me, this is a disaster. So I'm going to go up here and stitch that on, and I'll have to stitch another one on. A white one I need. I'm going to put a little plus sign there just to hold it. Hopefully I'm holding it. See, disasters happen. They do. I can't just leave that, so I'm going to have to get, I'm going to cut that one off. I need to stitch a little, please don't fall apart. We'll try. It's not the end of the world. It wasn't expensive or anything. I think it was probably €1 a metre or something like that. Nothing too, you know, like, nothing really terrible. I'm really holding on to the flower though. I might have a little fluffy bit sticking up, yep. I'm going to put 2 stitches in because it needs to be secured. I need my pliers, just a sec. Oh, such a difference. I'm going to hold that piece down, there we go. And we'll just go up here. And I'm tangled. Okay, problem solved. Ow, stabbed myself. Not ideal. I really think the pliers really do save you from aching. Too much aching. Okay, so that's done. Oh, I was going to use my pliers to cut. I don't think that'll work somehow. So let's put the thread away. Right, by thread in the box. And good. Oh, you can hardly see it. Right, so now I need to put my little belly band on. It's going to go there. So I'm going to stitch that on, I'm thinking, with a green. I've got my green box here. I can put that green away. I like it when I put my threads away. It's always quite satisfying. Quite a lot of the time they fly around the place for quite a while. Now I don't think I want to use the same green as those because then it will just blend in. Everyone I'm touching is similar. I mean, I think I'll use this one. It's a lighter shade than the other one I used in between the glitzy stuff. And I might just use, I think that's 6 there. Okay. and I'm just going to do an overcast, like, yeah, overcast whip stitch. Not whip stitch, yeah, overcast. So just going over the edge. Oh gosh, it's really thick. Oh, okay. Just try to be careful that it's reasonably straight. I probably, you know, I could help myself and put a pin in there, couldn't I, without stabbing myself? It's a bit of a challenge figuring out how to put your little belly band on, whether that's one right across the page, down the page, up the page, around the page. I didn't have so much room for it, and because I did like a little postcardy sort of thing, I might, ideally, if I'd done the Santa as a postcard, that would have been perfect. I could have had a belly band going across the page, but I did that in the one with the envelope. So this is my solution to my issue. I don't know if my sister agrees, but I feel like if you really are struggling to put a belly band on your page, maybe you can make your band to go round your book. I feel like that's acceptable, because some of us will need a band around our book because it'll be chunky. Okay, if you hear any noises, they're doing some work on the exterior of the building. Okay, I'm having to use my pliers because it's incredibly thick there. Okay, and I'm also using 6 strands of thread. Right. Okay, I'm trying not to do my stitches too far in because I don't want to take away any of my belly band real estate, because I need to put my floppy bit in it. Okay. Did I finish what I was saying? Did I actually, I can't remember. Did I actually say that I think we should release our new prompt next week, even though it's because we've got 5 Wednesdays this month. Did I actually say that, guys? I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I've asked my sister, and she hasn't answered me. So I guess she might say it in her video, or I will say it in my video. No, I won't say it in my video. I'll write it in my description box. Excuse me, because I will have already done my video. So that's going to go there. But what I thought, just one last thing, I just, just to tell you about this, I just stitched on this little piece of lace. We've used it before in my book, and I just added this little cute Santa there, and it's just like a little, kind of like a little flaggy sort of thing, but you lift it up and you can see all of the lovely work under there. And I just thought I might, this is another thing, I think I probably picked it up at a regular market or something. I think I might stitch that. Now I'm wondering, should I stitch those two just together at the bottom, and not have it removable. I think I will, because you can lift it up and see the lovely thing. I think I'm going to just stitch that across the bottom. I'm going to pin it and stitch it across the bottom and capture both of the things, and it's just loosey-goosey there. I'm not going to do that type, but let's just put a pin in here to hold it. I like it. I'm very pleased with it. It's different, unexpected. I think it's unexpected. Yeah, and I'm just thinking, do I just want to use like a neutral sort of thread like this one that I always use? Got some threaded here actually. That would be a bonus. Yes, I think I will. I don't think I need to make a feature of it. And there we have it, and I'm very pleased with it. And I'm looking, I have been seeing some amazing, I haven't been able to get onto Facebook as much. I have been looking, but I'm always a bit behind, and so I've been commenting in a very random fashion. I was commenting on everything, but I'm struggling at the moment. I'm sort of not finding the time to sit, so I'm hearting the ones I've seen, and then I do have a day where I sit down and catch up to make sure I've seen everything. So I'm holding it underneath. I can feel with my finger if it's going under, like going all the way through. Not going under, I'm going under. Yeah, I don't know if I finished off that thought before. I mean, possibly if I really wanted to, I could have embroidered his hat. I probably wouldn't have done too much more than that. That was something that I could do, but I probably won't do, just due to time factor. It's a time issue. Now let me just have a look under here. Do I need to come back the other way? I don't think I do. I think that's it. I think I'm done. So I have stitched that permanently there. There's no reason for it to come off. Unless I were thinking I want to put it somewhere else, but I don't. Because it's my book. Remember, it's your book. It's your rules. The only rule is to follow the prompt or prompts, one or both. And then you do what you want. Okay, so there we go. I think I'm done. That's my page. Let's put it in the next to its partner. It's partner in crime, and see how we're feeling about it here. I've got this book here, which I'm super excited that's not broken. Well, it could break, but it's not at the moment. So these are my pages so far. I actually really need to get going and start constructing a little bit and then share. I need to put a pin in there to hold that, and then that's my cluster, and that's going over that page there, and I think this was going on here. I put it over there, yeah, and then you lift it up and see the snowflake, and then that turns over like that. Isn't that funny? I mean, it's the biggest hat you ever did see. I don't even know if you can see. Let's zoom out. Sorry guys, zoom out, let's start again. Sorry guys. Tap, move you over a little bit. There we go. You're going to see my belly. Okay, so there's my, I absolutely love my title page. I'm really pleased with that. Oh, I love it all. Love the reindeer. Super cute. And I'm pleased to use all the little bits and a lot of the little bits and pieces, like the stamp bits and things like that. And we have used a bit of ribbon. We've used all types of felt and yo-yos. We've used all kinds of things. I have now done a bit of beading. So that, love him. I didn't colour in his hair. I need to colour in his hair. His hair hasn't been coloured in yet, but I will do that. So I need to make a list of the things I need to finish off. That goes like that. And, oh, this is not finished. Not even, I sort of lost my mojo with this one. It's not finished. I need to finish that, so I need to get cracking. And then that's my gingerbread house. I think my gingerbread house is finished. I'm not going to do any more. I could have done a little bit of seed stitching or something down there, but I really don't need to. I love those. Oh, those buttons are gorgeous. Thank you for gifting those to me. There's my envelope with the little postcard in it. Really pleased with that. Little fabric postcard. Stick that in there. In you go. There's my envelope. That was well, the envelope took a while. I was going to say that was a simple. And I've just got to finish my little bit of beading here, and I'm going to put the white beads up here as was suggested to me. And that's a big piece. That was from the last project. That's a big piece. These are my small pieces. Oh, look at that. I love those together. And that's my Santa. So there we go, and I'm pleased. That one's finished. That one's not. I've got a couple to finish off a little bit. So I need to get going and doing that, and then I need to get cracking on the next ones, because guys, I need to, can you imagine? I need to pre-record all the videos. Oh my gosh. Freaking out. Freaking out. Okay, so that is it. Yes, and we will be announcing soon. I just have to define a date with my sister. We will be announcing soon whether she decides to do it this week or next week or a couple of days after, I don't know. But we will be announcing the new project for the first Wednesday of January 2023. I will be in Australia. I doubt that I will be able to upload videos and stuff while I'm there, because I've got my husband and my daughter there as well. I can't completely ignore them. Although I do things with my mum and my sister. I send Steffi down to the beach with my nephews who are Lulu's age, and they just love it. They can't wait. They're counting the days for their uncle to arrive. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking how I'm got to get it done before I go, so that I've got to really get cracking. Anyway, and Lisa's coming here soon, Lisa Mattock, after she's finished all of her wonderful teaching in the UK, and I'm very excited. And she's also going to France, I think, to do the tour, or has that already been done? I don't know. No, I think she's doing that next. So some of you ladies will be heading off on the, well, I don't know if you ladies are, but some of her people will be heading off on her Paris tour. And then she's coming here. So very excited. So thank you so much for watching. I'll pop a photograph up at the end with the details. I've already put a in progress sort of photograph up on Instagram of this one, so I think I won't put any more, but I have my other ones I still haven't posted yet. So I mean, look at that. That is, there's not a lot of room for 2 more pages, but they are going in. And if you think, these pages all need to be attached to each other. They need to be attached. So I'm wondering whether or not to do Pam's method of putting a fabric in here and a fabric in there, and that would attach them, because that's very clever, Pam. How's it working for you? Let me know, because I haven't decided yet. Or whether to do my pages. I might just do my pages. I'll work it out. Yeah, I might just do my pages. We'll see. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.